Hello everyone and welcome to this week's behind the scenes devlog video, and this week is probably going to be a bit of a quick one because I've got a very busy week and I'm not going to have a whole load of time to work on Equilinox. On Tuesday I've got a few other things going on, and then on Friday and Saturday I've got a friend visiting me from England, and on Sunday I'm going to Wolfsburg. So I've only actually got Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I still have 2 videos to make this week, so I'm probably not going to have that much time to work on Equilinox, but hopefully I'll still have a couple of updates to show you. This morning I've been getting straight back to work on the task GUI, so I've been doing some more plans for the designs of that, and also I've abstracted out all of the code that I used to create the grids of shop items in the shops so that I could use it for the tasks as well, and I've implemented that now, and I've just clicked on the task button and it has crashed, so apparently that isn't completely working yet, but it was definitely working earlier. I'm sure it's just something little that I have to fix. So I fixed that problem, and now as you can see it's working, and I have the same kind of grid layout for the tasks as I did for the shop items. So I've just been continuing on with the task system this afternoon, and I've changed the task class a little bit. So each task now has a list of rewards and a list of requirements, and this reward and task requirement, these are just interfaces, so these can be implemented in whatever way I want, so I can have all sorts of different rewards and task requirements. Also, you can see that each task has a task state, and this can be one of 4 states, and each state has its own color, which will be used in the GUIs, and also each state has a name, which will also be displayed in the GUIs. So in the game I've started work on those GUIs for the tasks, and you can see that I've split these up into 3 sections. So the top section is going to be the requirements, the second section will be the rewards, and the third section will show you the state of the task. So for the whole rest of the day today, I've been trying to work out the best way of checking whether task requirements have been completed, and in the end I've settled with a fairly simple event listener system. So whenever a noteworthy event happens, it fires off an event object with a certain ID, and then it's up to the task requirements to be listening out for any events that they need to know about, and when they're notified about an event, it's up to them to do whatever they need to do with that information. So that could be to increase a counter, or to check whether that event has happened within a certain time frame, or other things like that, and then they have to update the task accordingly. It is a lovely spring evening today, and I'm just enjoying some dinner on the balcony at the moment, which today is chicken with a herb sauce, made from a lot of the herbs that I've been growing on the balcony. It is Wednesday morning now, and today is actually the last day this week that I can work on the game, because tomorrow I need to do this week's videos before my friend comes on Friday. So today I'm going to be finishing off the task GUIs, and hopefully I'll also have time to get started on the new notification system that I've got planned. It is 11 o'clock, and this morning I've just been working on how the tasks are saved and loaded when you save and load the game. So here in this new world you can see that obviously none of the tasks have been started, but if I go ahead and load up one of the worlds that I was previously playing on, you can see that it has saved the progress of these tasks, and if I completed the tasks they remain completed, and also any items in the shops that were unlocked through the tasks, it remembers which ones were unlocked and keeps them unlocked. And I've also been working on that unlocking process, so if I go into this world, this was the wrong world. So if I go into this world here, you'll be able to see that I have a lot of tasks that are complete, but I haven't claimed the rewards yet, and the reward for these is to unlock this sheep entity here. So if I go ahead and claim the reward for one of these, it doesn't update, but it will. That, as you can see, unlocks the sheep. Just stopped for some lunch, and now I'm back to work on the designs for the task GUIs, but I'm having a little bit of problem getting it to work when I have multiple requirements that have descriptions that go over multiple lines. And the reason for this is that I can't seem to correctly calculate the size or the height of the text to work out where the next text should be positioned. So at the moment I'm just trying to fix that. So I managed to fix that problem, and I've also been doing a bit more work on the GUIs so that they look a bit nicer now. But one problem is that they don't update while they're open, so even though I'm clicking on them now to complete them, you can't see that they're completed until you reopen the GUI. So obviously that is something that I need to fix. But in terms of the design, I'm pretty happy with them for now. Obviously, I can come back and tweak things like font sizes and colors in the future. I'm not worrying too much about that for now. I just want to get the basic task system set up first. It is 6 o'clock, and as you can see, I've now got the task GUIs to update while they're open, so you can see the numbers in the requirements tick up. as new trees are added into the world, and the tasks also change state when they've reached those requirements. And of course, if you click on one, it gets completed. Just started work on the new notification system, so now down in the bottom right you can see that I can make a GUI appear which will have the notification on it, and that lasts for 3 seconds before it disappears. And if another notification comes in while that first GUI is still open, then it pushes the GUIs up a bit, and it can do this indefinitely, so you can have a whole stack of notifications if necessary. Just made another quick update to the notification GUIs, which is that they now fade out and slide out to the right when their time is up, and I think that just looks a little bit nicer than just disappearing straight away. Just been doing some more work on the designs for the notification GUIs, so they can now display an icon, a title, and a short description, and you can see that's working nicely here. It is 20 past 11 in the evening now, and I think I'm finally finished with the task and notification system, and I've actually linked up the tasks with the notifications now so that when you complete a task, it notifies you about that in the bottom right hand corner. And these notifications can be used for absolutely anything in the game at all. All they need to know is a title, a description and an icon, and they will display whatever it is in the bottom right hand corner as a notification. So obviously I don't actually have any tasks in the game yet, and at the moment it's just using this placeholder task, but that's something that I'm going to be working on in a couple of weeks' time when I start adding all the content into the game, because up until now I've really just been working on the frameworks for all the different systems, but I'm pretty much finished with that now. I've just got the biomes left to implement next week, and then I can finally get started with adding all the different species into the game, all the different tasks, all the different bonus items, and all the rest of the content that I've got planned into the game. So it's the end of the day now, and for the last part of the evening I've just been answering a few comments on YouTube, which I'm really behind on at the moment, so I'm really sorry if you've been trying to get in contact with me recently, because I just haven't had the time to go through any emails or comments recently, but hopefully I'll be able to have a bit more time next week and catch up with that. But for today and for this week, that's pretty much all the work that I'm going to be doing on Equilinox, because tomorrow I'm just going to be working on this week's videos. It is Thursday, and this morning I've just been working on editing together this week's devlog video, and this afternoon I'm hoping to have enough time to finish off this week's tutorial. But in terms of Equilinox, I'm probably not going to have any more time this week to work on it, so that is going to be pretty much it for this video. Next week, as I mentioned, I'm going to be working on the biomes, and you'll be able to see that in next week's devlog video. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next time.